You ever get the feeling that you've been here before? Like this exact moment in time, it's happened before. You know, we just had this conversation. We were right here. We crossed paths at this very spot. It was exactly this time, this very moment. Now, of course, from a scientific standpoint, that's not possible. Time is a one-way street. It only moves forward. The past is immutable. It's fixed. It's gone. It can't be revisited. But then why? Why does it feel like we've been through this before? Why do we have this sense of déjà vu, of familiarity with something that supposedly is new? There are many theories about this, but my favorite comes from quantum physics. You see, according to quantum physics, every time you make a decision, your consciousness splits. In other words, every time you choose one thing and don't choose another, your consciousness goes one way or the other, following the path of the decision that was made. So there are infinite versions of you that have made every possible decision at every possible moment. Now, déjà vu literally means already seen in French. It's a combination of the words déjà, meaning already, and vu, meaning seen. So when you have déjà vu, what you're really experiencing is a glimpse into one of these infinite parallel universes, a universe where you made a different decision at some point in your past, and as a result, things are the same but different. You see, in this particular universe, you made a different decision, but in this universe, you made the opposite decision. So you end up in a situation that's both familiar and strange, because it's the same, but everything is reversed. This is why déjà vu can feel so intense and overwhelming, because you're not just experiencing a memory, you're actually crossing over into another dimension. And for just a brief moment, you're experiencing the realities at once, the one you're familiar with and the one that's slightly out of phase with it. It's like being in a dream, because in a dream, you can experience multiple realities at once. You can be in a place that's both familiar and strange, and you can feel like you've been there before, even though you know that you haven't. So the next time you have déjà vu, just remember that you're not alone. There are infinite versions of you out there living out every possible scenario. And every time you make a decision, your consciousness splits again, creating even more versions of you. We are all connected, and yet we are all alone. We are all part of the same quantum foam, and yet we are all separated by an unfathomable gulf. We are all one, and yet we are all separate. This is the mystery of existence, and it's up to each of us to find our way through it. But if we can't even remember who we are, how can we ever hope to understand the universe?